All right, this is going to be a look at Jelani Woods' performance in the Colts' 24-17 loss to the Steelers. 8 catches, 98 yards, didn't have a touchdown. Actually has 3 touchdowns already this year. 2 in a win, I think, against the Chiefs earlier on in the year, which, looking back on it, seems kind of weird. So he's already been introduced to the NFL, so the title is somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but huge prospect from Virginia, 6'7", ton of talent. Here in the slot, late second quarter, 2nd and 13, clear drop coming across the middle of the field. So his game against the Steelers didn't start off well. Ball hits him in the hands. He would catch that most of the time. Puts the ball on the ground, drop. So like it started, didn't really start well, clearly. The concept that the guy should catch the football on and convert on, but everything thereafter was on point. In the slot again, very next play, they go right back to him. That tells you what their coaching staff thinks of him, number one. Tells you what Matt Ryan thinks of him. Soft coverage, obviously. It's late in the second quarter. They were able to get a field goal after this, I believe. Or a field goal attempt, at least. And then he started to heat up in the second half. He had 3 catches on 1 drive here, including 2 third down conversions, I believe, on this drive. Little space concept, big target, just dragging Minkah Fitzpatrick, who he was matched up with multiple times. When I say space concept, I just mean one guy going to the flats, one guy checking up on the angled hook, which is Woods, and sometimes, depending on, you might get another angled hook over the middle of the field. Sometimes you'll get a loob that goes upfield like that, trying to draw the free safety up and then clear that space. In any case, Woods, sure-handed now after that first drop, holding on to the football, plays through contact well. Now, you will see a fumble later on. That'll be because the Magic Man, T.J. Watt, was able to touch the football, and it seems like pretty much any time he touches the football, it pops out. Little flood concept, high-low, I guess, but it's man. He's matched up against the other inside linebacker from the other side of the field. And he uses his size well. Uses his strength a little bit here to put. There's a gentle push off, but I guess when you get a push off from like a Jelani Woods or a George Pickens who pushed off clearly on his great catch in this game, it can be just a slight push off and it generates enough force because those guys are bigger and stronger. And in this case, Woods is bigger and stronger than the linebacker he's facing. Unbelievable catch, if you ask me. They use him as the X some backside. In this case, he's going to be running a drag. It's not like he's running isolation routes. 3rd and 6. Doesn't get the first down. Gets tackled by T.J. Watt and Bush. It seems like Matt Ryan trusts the guy. It seems like they understand what they've got. I think he has first-round potential throughout the course of his career. I don't mean right this second, all right? But to me, this game illustrates that. I remember watching film of him at Virginia. I forget who it was. He had 2 touchdowns in a home game. One of them on something like this. Of course, at Virginia, he wasn't going up against Minkah Fitzpatrick. By the way, that's called pass interference on Minkah Fitzpatrick. That came back. But it's a great challenge. And to me, this is a great learning experience for someone like Jelani Woods. He just might have to be a little bit more heavy with his body in terms of boxing out. I think it's a pretty damn good throw by Matt Ryan. Great challenge by Fitzpatrick. At least here, I think they called the interference a moment before this. And then a great effort by Jelani Woods. Doesn't go down as a drop. Doesn't go down as a target because it was defensive pass interference. It's the same play I just showed you. I'm not sure why I recorded it twice. Pro Twins. It's up here at the top side. So 11 personnel. He's essentially another receiver for real. Plays through the contact of the DB. And then, like I said, it's like whatever T.J. Watt touches in terms of the football, it comes out. He's just a unique athlete, T.J. Watt. Unique timing on these punches. Able to get the ball out. But you can see the first contact Jelani Woods played through. Look, that's the DB on the ground there. You just got to understand that when you're into the boundary against the Steelers, and the boundary is the right side of your offense, there's a high chance that T.J. Watt's going to drop into the boundary. That's how the Steelers do things. Their OLBs drop down into the boundary when they want to play their cover 3, which is what this is. You can see 4 underneath droppers, 3 deep. Only part of it is you got the possibility of a seam route here, and this free safety is misaligned in terms of splitting these twos. But in any case, great throw by Matt Ryan, up high for Jelani Woods. I would have liked to have seen him not fumble this, because then the game that he played, the performance he put forth, would have looked even more impressive. He's no longer the X down here, backside of trips. He's now in the bunch, in the trips, as the number 3 receiver or inside guy. Levels concept almost takes it to the house. He's a handful for these DBs to bring down. Catches it in stride. He definitely had a touchdown at Virginia like that. I remember that one. I think it was against the SEC team at home. Down here as the X, backside of trips again. Very versatile. The only thing I haven't seen a ton of for him for this rookie year is like inline tight end as a blocker. I feel like, and if you're a Colts fan or someone who's seen him play more than me, correct me in the comments section. Seems like he's more of a pass threat tight end right now. But the skills are there, the size is there, the body control, this little slant flat. As soon as this guy clears, Matt Ryan throws it in the window. Already releasing the ball, already pulling the pin on the grenade to fit it in this window between the safety who dropped down and the linebacker who widened up. Again, looks like cover 3. Great catch, great finish, holding on to the football. Let me know what you think of Jelani Woods. What you think of his talent level, if you agree with me that he's got first-round talent overall over the course of his career. The guy has the ability, he has the ceiling, I guess is the right phrase to use, the ceiling to look like a first-round talent after his career is over. There's so much ability there, such a catch radius. He appears to run multiple routes. It's not like he's got a extremely limited route tree. I mean, obviously you haven't seen him on screens, but you can run fades with him. You saw them go to him against Minkah Fitzpatrick down in the end zone. If that doesn't tell you what they think of him, I'm not sure what does. The second play that I mentioned, this kind of also tells you what they think of him in terms of a staff, in terms of Matt Ryan. Just drop the football, and they go right back to him. I think the sky is the limit for Jelani Woods, literally, because he's 6'7", but also potentially in the NFL. I think he's a great draft pick for the Colts. As a Ravens fan, I was kind of hoping that we were able to grab him later on, but we picked up 2 tight ends in the 4th round, so we didn't need to pick up another one. But Jelani Woods has that hybrid gifts about him in terms of being able to play tight end and then really just being a big receiver, a big slot, a big X. It's going to force teams to kind of have to alter their coverages, especially when he's the backside X. You can't put a 5'9" or 5'10" corner on him. He's just too damn big. Let me know what you guys think of my breakdown, if you think there's any missing elements. 8 catches, 98 yards, his best overall game in terms of targets and to catches ratio, other than the 2 touchdown catches he had in week 3, like I said. Appreciate you guys checking the video out. Let me know what you think of my breakdown in the comment section.